Hi everyone. Today is our fourth day in Ubud, and by now I have become completely accustomed to this place. Mornings here have been extremely blissful. The chirping birds, the soothing sound of water, and the warm sun on my skin. I am in love with the peaceful vibe of this place. And after enjoying another relaxed start to the day, it is time for some adventure. Today we are going to the Bali Safari, and I am more than excited. I remember watching the movie Madagascar, in which Alex and his friends end up in Africa, stranded between hordes of animals. And ever since then, I have had this desire to visit Africa someday and witness animals roaming freely in their wild habitat. So when my husband asked me if I was interested in visiting the safari, I was more than eager to go. After a long scenic drive, we finally reached our destination. As soon as we entered the safari area, we rushed towards the elephant arena as the elephant show was about to begin. We hurriedly made our way to the packed open auditorium, thankfully arriving just in time. A large bunch of people cheered loudly as the elephants entered the stage area. The safari personals enacted a small skit presenting the history of Sumatran elephants. The elephants enacted alongside the officials, initially causing chaos and destruction, and then later rescuing humans and coexisting peacefully with them. I was so engrossed in all the action that I completely forgot to shoot any footage. I was just amazed to see how much training these elephants had received. We also saw the big cat show later, which depicted the story of the Sumatran tigers. The tigers ran around, climbed trees, and hunted their prey, while their trainers skillfully guided them. I was quite impressed to see how trained these animals were, and I won't deny it. The whole experience was extremely enjoyable. But deep down, I was also concerned for the animals. Was it a good thing that these animals were caged in a premise for generating revenue? Am I encouraging the exploitation by being a part of this whole program? Should they be in the jungles, free, wild, as they are meant to be? Or was it okay if these animals received proper care, nutrition, and attention while the authorities ensured the welfare of animals in captivity? I think such platforms provide opportunities for general public to learn and connect with animals, creating a better awareness towards animal welfare and conservation. The Bali Safari creates an opportunity for people to witness wildlife in their natural habitat, while they focus on breeding and fostering endemic or endangered species. And I sincerely hope that such examples act as a bridging gap between humanity and animals, creating a sustainable balance between the two. The entire campus was divided into various zones. We moved from one enclosure to another, encountering a wide variety of animals. Certain paths had no cages, and visitors could easily purchase food to feed the animals. A lot of children were eager to feed or pet the animals, and their parents happily encouraged them to do so. Honestly, I was happy to see the empathy and joy being created in these young minds. I myself experienced a childlike joy when I fed fruits to this extremely cute elephant. I can't speak for others, but I personally feel extremely overwhelmed when I see anyone feeding stray animals or little birds. Even the smallest gestures help in creating a more compassionate world. And I hope you take this as a sign and show more empathy towards the animal kingdom. The whole campus was full of variety of animals, living their own mood in life. There were bright colored fishes gliding around, and then there were cute little rabbits hopping here and there. The rhinos were too shy to come out of the water, while the hippos grazed along with the zebras. The giant tortoise grabbed onto the green stems with its long neck, while the black leopard dozed lazily on a tree branch. The lion pride was busy relaxing, soaking in the sun, while the majestic white tiger was nothing less than a spectacle. The way the big cat moved around its enclosure was truly a sight to watch. However, my absolute favorite were these two little orangutans. They rolled around playing with their jute bag, completely oblivious to the numerous people around. Their antics were so amusing and entertaining, even when they didn't do anything. Do you know orangutans share around 97% of our genes? I was genuinely surprised to know this. It makes you realize how powerful nature is and how much we have progressed in the journey of life and evolution. Apart from all the animals, I also liked the sets and enclosures designed for each animal. Some setups were specially designed to suit the needs of their inhabitants, while certain areas displayed traces of Balinese culture. My particular favorite was this miniature replica of the Gunung Kawi temples. The rock-cut shrines were perhaps inhabited by the langurs, who easily jumped around, playing amongst them. Bali Safari was not just a place where you could see different animals, but a complete experience infused with the reflections of the Balinese heritage. Various cultural activities were going on throughout the premise, and it was nice to see kids getting a glimpse of their own roots. Finally, after a lot of roaming around, it was time to move on to our next destination. But before that, I just wanted to get a last glimpse of the giraffes. My main reason for visiting the safari was to see a giraffe. This was the first time I had seen a giraffe, and I was truly thrilled to see them walking around in the wilderness. I can easily say that this moment is definitely a life highlight for me. Delighted and content, we drove back towards Ubud. On our way back, we stopped at our next destination, the Tegenungan Waterfall. We had planned that we will have a late lunch at OMMA and then spend some time at the waterfall. OMMA is a day club located next to the raging Tegenungan Waterfall and the Pitanu River. While I had definitely imagined it to be wonderful, this place completely blew me off. It exceeded my expectations and is perhaps my favorite club destination of the entire Bali trip. It was a multi-level bamboo structure with different activities happening at different levels. The structure itself was an architectural masterpiece with beautiful design elements in it. But the best part were the views. It seemed the lush green foliage had covered the entire valley, with a stream of water flowing through its center. and OMMA was perfectly placed to capture the most stunning views. Once we had ordered our food, I grabbed the cornermost table and relaxed, looking at the most scenic views. The food was delicious, the view was spectacular, and the vibe was just perfect. After lunch, we descended towards the swimming pool, which was placed on the lower level. People enjoyed in the water, absorbing the peaceful ambience of the cascading waterfall. And on the far end was a swing, the ones that Bali is famous for. Initially, I had no intention of riding the swing, but my husband insisted me to try it, and eventually I agreed. My fear of heights was at its peak, and my heart was literally in my mouth. And once the swing lifted me into the air, I felt free, just like a bird flying in the sky. I could feel the adrenaline rush through my veins and the cold wind blow across my body. It was such an extraordinary feeling. I am just grateful that I did it, or else I would always regret missing this opportunity. And after enjoying our swing ride, we then made our way towards the waterfall. A narrow path led towards the waterfall with multiple viewpoints, and every point looked more beautiful than the previous one. As we moved closer, the intensity of water became more powerful. The sheer force of falling water was so strong that a fine mist flew everywhere. The sight was just incredible. While my husband enjoyed in the refreshing water, I sat and relaxed by the river. There was nothing more to do except enjoy this incredible moment. After walking around the entire day, sitting there and doing nothing felt like a perfect end to the day. We sat there till it was dark and nothing was visible anymore. We were far away from home and way too tired by now. So we grabbed a quick bite on our way back and called it a day. Honestly, it was too much excitement for a day, and I needed to recharge myself for tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed this vlog as much as I did making it. I will see you soon with another one. Until then, thank you for sharing your time with me.